Hey everyone, welcome back to Serving Up Plumbing with me, your master plumber, David Butler. Today, we're going to continue the series we have on what's on your practical test at the Texas State Board of Plumbing Examiners for your tradesmen and journeymen. Now, this is one of the last things that we talk about on the test, but it's the rolling offset. Now, we've already done a video on the offset that you can check out up here, but this is the rolling offset. It's just an extension of the offset, but we're going to talk more about that in a minute. Before we do that, please hit that subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, and let me know what you'd like to see in the future. Now, let's get rolling on that rolling offset. The rolling offset is very similar to the offset. The formula is exactly the same that you'll use for the two of them. The only difference is finding the numbers to put in the formula. Now, in an offset, we're in a flat plane. One pipe coming down here, one pipe coming up here. They're perfectly in line with each other. Now, the key about a rolling offset is they're not in line with each other. As you can see here, we've got a pretty good replica of what's down at your testing facility in Austin or Waco of the rolling offset. Now, you have a pipe at the back of the box over there, and you have a pipe at the front of the box here. You have something that you've got to offset around, but the pipes are offset. One's towards the back, one's towards the front. So your 45-degree angle's offset. Instead of you having on your offset that's a straight offset, your triangle right up and down, now the triangle is tilted. So if you can get that in your mind, and if you loved geometry, this ought to be right up your alley. If you can get that in mind that we're no longer going straight across on a 45, we're going on a tilted 45, just like that. And that's what a rolling offset is. Now, rolling offsets aren't used much in residential service. They're not used an awful lot in commercial plumbing, but they are used an awful lot in pipe fitting. Now, I say not in commercial plumbing. There are times when you use them, but the majority of the time, if you're using rolling offsets, you're doing it in pipe fitting. Now, I still don't agree that we have this in the tradesman test, but it is part of it, so you need to learn it, right? I hope someday that this will go out of the tradesman test and we'll replace it with something else. But right now, let's learn what it is. So how do we figure out to work out this 45-degree angle that goes right in the middle? We have 45s. In this particular test, you're going to be using 2-inch cast iron, or it's considered that you're doing this for 2-inch cast iron. You're going to be using 2-inch cast iron, 1/8 bends, or DWV 45s, depending on how young a plumber or older plumber you are. And that's what we're going to be figuring the takeoffs on. Now, if you'll remember correctly, you have to make sure in the formula and subtract your fittings. At the end of doing all your math and figuring, you subtract your fittings. Well, with the offset, it was 3/4 inch black pipe. With this, it's going to be 2-inch cast iron. You need to know what the takeoff is for a 2-inch cast iron fitting from center to makeup. Now, you can look in a fitting book. Charlotte makes one. Tyler Pipe. All of these places make what the takeoff is center to end. I'm going to give you a little secret. It's 2 3/4 inches. But I do think you should go in and look at it and see how you find out. That means you measure from the back of this fitting to here, and that's 2 3/4 inches from center to end of the pipe. Well, how many fittings do you have? You have 2, just like in your offset. So you have to subtract those 2 fittings after you do all your math and find out what the distance is between the 2 pipes. So how do we find that out? Well, as we talked about with the geometry on the offset, this is about a right triangle. The 2 legs of a right triangle, and the leg of a right triangle in this particular instance is what the distance is from the center of this pipe to the center of that pipe on a straight angle across. But how do we find that? That pipe's way over there. Well, for years we taught it mathematically. There is a way using square roots and measuring rise and offset and all of that you can figure this out. But they've gotten a little easier on people since we don't use the rolling offset as much. And they're allowing you now to actually transpose the measurements on that to this wall over here. They actually give you chalk that you can actually write on the box with. In fact, you never know, there may even be some old chalk marks on there, but I would be careful about using the old chalk marks. They may not be the right ones for you. So what are we going to measure? Well, you're going to measure this pipe on this end and figure out how to transpose it to this end. How do we do that? We're going to measure off the back wall to the center of this pipe. and we're going to measure off the top of the box to the center of that pipe. In this particular case, it's 3 inches out and 3 inches down. What are we going to do with that? 3 inches down, 3 inches out. Put a little X with your chalk. Then you have A, B, and C here. Depending on what they ask you to do, they're going to tell you, I want you to do A, B, or C. This adjusts to different holes, all right? And they may not have this cool little pipe that I built in the hole, but they have the 3 different holes, A, B, and C, just like on our PVC that we did. So they're going to ask you, what is the rolling offset for hole C, hole B, or hole A? Well, we've transposed that fitting to over here. Now, all we need to do to find that center to center measurement, put it on that mark we made up here, measure to the center of the pipe. In this case, we have 19 inches. Now we plug that into our formula that we used for the offset. The offset formula is your center to center measurement on your pipes times 1.414 equals a certain amount, right? Now that amount is what the distance would be from center of this pipe to center of this pipe on a 45-degree angle, the hypotenuse of the triangle as it be. Then you subtract your fittings. In this case, 2 3/4 inches for an 1/8 bend that is 2-inch no hub. But we have 2 fittings, don't we? So you have to do 2 times those fittings. You subtract those fittings, and then you have your cut piece. But at this point, your cut piece is in decimals, isn't it? So we have to convert those decimals back to inches, because you can't say, Mr. Examiner, I need a 1.62 inch piece, right? Because I've never seen a tape measure that says that, and you won't either. He wants to know, is it 15.5 inches, 15 7/8, 15 3/8, whatever. He wants to know what it is in inches, not in decimals. So you find your center to center of your pipes, you multiply it by 1.414, that total that you get, you subtract your fittings from, then you convert it back to inches, and you now are a professional at doing the rolling offset. The formula is exactly the same as the offset formula. The big difficulty in it is finding center to center of your pipes because they're so far apart. Transpose the fitting on the other side, measure your fittings, center to center, and you can knock this out without a problem. Now understand, this is all just measuring and calculating. You don't have to install any fittings. You don't put anything together. All they want you to do is figure out what that measurement would be and give the examiner that measurement. That's it. That's the rolling offset. If you're worried about doing the math, they give you scratch paper, they give you a pencil, they give you the chalk, and they give you a calculator. So you've got everything you need to do this right at the workstation. Now, one thing I want you to understand, this is just a replica that I built from what I know about the rolling offset. This is not the same exact measurements or exact anything as the one that's in Austin. You cannot use the dimensions I gave you to fill in for the exam down there. You've got to do the math yourself. But this is a really good way to understand what you're going to be up against when you get in Austin or in Waco. Man, we finally got to the rolling offset and we got it done. The rolling offset is one of the things that so many guys struggle with. And I hope this video helps you out to just go in there and knock that rolling offset out. If you have any questions on it, send them to me in the comments. After you take the test, let me know in the comments how you did. I wish you the best of luck. Please hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget, tell your friends the Butler did it.